And you saw the way mid one giggled when they saw that Arc Warden getting picked up. You gotta have a strong mental game too, Purge. I expect to see that in your coaching from now on too. Good. But yeah, we do have the Arc Warden here. He's going to be duking it out with miCKe and have a nice stat over there. Overwhelmingly picked on Radiant 14 times, 9-9 in DPC, but not ever picked up here in EU just yet.
Yeah, we'll see if it ends up working out. Lanes are going to be a bit weird. We put Dragon Knight against Razor, which should be pretty good for Razor since he's a melee hero that you can sap damage from. Puck versus Death Prophet will fine. No Tail not willing to trade right now, running for his life here, which is a little surprising because he's actually got way more regen than someone does, but not quite ready to fight yet.
Well, he's out of the Spirit Siphon turn.
And then Taiga jungling.
I feel like
Last hitting Dragon Knight.
a lot of the pressure is on, you know, this Arc Warden to have all that damage, right? Because you're gonna have some tanky boys coming out from the side of OG. But, you know, Dragon Knight not really known for being able to, you know, dish out that damage.
Point. Yeah, Dragon Knight's damage is oftentimes, he's more about initiating more so than dealing DPS. They've got some upsides, I guess. I mean, Acid Spray is still gonna amplify whatever damage you're dealing. Death Prophet support often does way more damage than a typical 5-position hero does if you keep her alive with that going. So there's some damage methods that should be effective.
Yeah, but we're already seeing, you know, that advantage that a Razor can have against a DK. Takes a decent chunk of that damage away from him. To have an easier time going through these hits here.
It's kind of cool having the Timbersaw against the Alchemist. Like BSJ pointed out in the last game, you Acid Spray creep waves, and then they can't fight you in that. But Timber can because he has an abnormally high amount of armor from reactive armor, so he doesn't care as much to deal with this. And having Timber against all these melee cores is excellent for Boxi. It's definitely one of his better heroes, so I'm sure he's going to be able to have a good game here, doing the typical Orb of Venom rundown on heroes that can't trade with you. He's doing a great job in this lane.
He's just chasing that Saksa here. Definitely a threat in this lane for sure.
Topson in trouble mid.
Topson getting ganked here by Taiga. They throw him, drags him back in, and that's going to be our first blood. Thrown over to miCKe.
qojqva also killing no kill. So looked like Topson got a little aggressive on the opposite side of the map, but Taiga moved over, got a disable off, and therefore they got the easy rundown. Arc Warden's a really slow hero. I think he's like 285. Yeah, 285 without boots. So if you do get out of position, you've got a long chase.
I do like the way that the Enigma's kind of bouncing around these two lanes and making sure that, you know, he can respond if they get a little bit too overzealous, which is something that, you know, OG does like to be very aggressive. We talked about this in the first game.
I do like to be aggressive, yeah. So moving around can definitely help win these lanes potentially. But 2 kills right now for Team Liquid. They're pretty happy with their game position, especially if they can limit a little bit the overall farm of their opponents. Seb looking like he feels like he has to go leave the lane. He's prepping to stack a jungle camp. We'll see if he gets a double stack here. We're probably going to do an attack and then an acid spray, I guess here. But Taiga moving over stack and try to farm it. So this is where things get iffy for offlane health. We saw when 3-3 played it, AFK jungling was still pretty quick, especially when you get Grieval's Greed and skip Unstable Concoction and getting a much long camp stack. It's a lot of summons, but you know, he's not going to get the Ags nearly as fast this game, most likely, with this lane setup.
Is that going to end? I mean, we've talked about this before, the fact that, you know, in game number 1, mid 1 won the lane handedly, and then also, you know, the Alchemist had a great time. Is that going to automatically set them off as a detriment?
It absolutely should, yeah, because Ags are going to come later. Look at the other lanes. Topson got killed mid. His net worth, or last hits are still good. He's sitting at 24, and he's going to go Midas, still fine. But, I mean, look, qojqva's just dumpstering the top lane.
He's just chasing down No Tail.
Twice now. Exactly, like he's got boots already. He basically knows that he can win this lane. Mid one can't outhrass him because it's a Dragon Knight. So, like, having Razor in this circumstance, they just pick basically 2 side lane cores that are just really good at fighting.
The dive on here in the bottom lane for Saksa. No Tail is going to join in. Boxi does have those mangoes if necessary. He's going to Timber Chain. He's still chasing after Saksa here. He's going deep into these woods. This is not looking super great here for Saksa as Boxi just slowly a rusty saw to the face. Not the way you want to go down as miCKe and iNSaNiA over in the mid lane trying to make the plays on Topson, trying to get this kill, and they're going to be able to do it. Yes, they miCKe. Final hit.
See guys, offlane Alchemist is terrible, clearly. And that is why they're losing now. But basically Liquid just identified, they said like they're gonna try to do the same Kraftos again, and then they just picked the right heroes for it. They got 2 sideline cores that win their matchups pretty convincingly. They happen to get them in matchups that are very good. Having Timbersaw versus Alch is perfect. Having Razor versus an offlane DK is perfect. And they happen to kill Topson in the mid lane now twice. They're winning 3 lanes. This is like a massive advantage for Liquid.
qojqva's just really enjoying sapping all of that damage there from mid 1. Chases him down. Looks like they're trying to make some plays over here on miCKe, but you know, what are you gonna do with a Death Prophet 5? You've got some nice silence, yes, yeah. But it's a lot more difficult, right, than compared to what they have going on the side of Liquid.
Zenny's struggling for gold and levels because of the fact that he's died twice in lane now. Just picking up a magic stick and a raindrop, it'll help him survive burst, but having a boots at this position would feel a lot better. But either way, Void Spirit hitting 6, like, yeah, you're not going to be able to kill him. The best thing you can do now is just sit behind him and be ready for the dive when it comes, because miCKe is definitely thinking about it with that DD.
You can see the way that the sports are playing. They do spot out Taiga, though, over here, so they'll be able to force him out of the jungle. But the tower goes down. Boxi taking it around a little bit before 7 minutes. Very...
He's not even sacrificing himself much here. He will get gone on, but it's a long chase. He's got boots. His opponents are half booted here.
Oh, Boxi chasing after Saksa again. He has just been bullying this poor Rubick on and off, non-stop. Down he goes. Although it does look like they're trying to make some plays. miCKe, though, with the double damage. He's sitting very low. Has to be careful. He's taking a lot. Not quite going to be enough. That Crypt Swim not strong enough either. As miCKe, 70-something hit points. Gonna be able to walk away. The Chaka was doing a lot of damage. miCKe, he's just tossing back and forth within here. Is he finally going to get punished? No, he's not. No tail now. Looking like he's going to be in trouble. Set next to fall. If they get one more head off, and by God, they will.
Not looking good for OG, guys. That's a big loss of heroes here. They almost got miCKe, but he just min-maxes it there and stays alive. I'm sure any Liquid fan is really excited right now. That is so big.
Look
here it is again. miCKe in trouble, not looking so good. Gets the double jump, all 3 tops, and iNSaNiA blocks him about 3 times in a row. Really nice move there by Liquid to throw the game briefly, but it couldn't stop him. miCKe gets a ton of shield right there, and No-Tail only having level 1 nuke really cost him there. If No-Tail's level 4, 100% he dies.
And miCKe went down to 42 hit points during that whole thing and still was able to walk away. That almost looked like he's just gonna yawn.
Yeah.
I will say, Boxi is just a big threat right now. There's not a whole heck of a lot that they really can do against the Timber with their lineup at this time.
He's such a good player playing from ahead. Like, it's one of his greatest strengths, I think, as an offlane player, that if he does get these like hero matchup advantages, he knows where to go, he knows how to be aggressive. Like, just getting Topson's HP to half is massive, because now Topson is not going to want to play aggressive anytime soon here. And he's also shifted from the lane that was easy to kill, the safe lane tower, and he instantly goes mid. And basically his whole team can ignore him, knowing that he's ahead, knowing that he can also pressure heroes. Instead, he's now going to rotate top, because that's where OG's pressuring. He just wants to go everywhere. That's going to make it inconvenient for OG to play Dota.
Spirit timing coming out from No-Tail. iNSaNiA's getting nearby. No 6 yet. No-Tail looks like he's gonna fall. He's pre-gens a decent amount, but... And over in the bottom lane, Saksa's just getting chased by miCKe this entire time.
They're just rotating all
dancing back. Okay, maybe they get a kill on Taiga.
Taiga's super farm, though. He's already got Necro 1, and he's a 4 position. By the way, he's been jungling. His net worth is slightly higher than Arc Warden's. It's almost the same as Dragon Knights. And everybody else on Liquid side is massively ahead. So this is still looking excellent for Liquid.
Oh,
they're basically just...
Okay, they don't have anything to interrupt that TP, so he's going to be able to teleport out, no problem, but definitely got very low with Boxi just yo-yoing of death back and forth there. Bottle refill, pressure, and
they'll commit to this tower now. I assume they've got Necro 1 in about 17 seconds here. And they've got smokes ready on Enigma too. They could try to smoke around, but they're just going to play it safe. They don't need to like smoke and hard commit for these engagements. They catch the Observer Ward there. That's huge. Going to make it even harder for OG to defend because they're not going to necessarily know exactly where Liquid's heroes are. So for now, Boxi does it solo. qojqva going to retreat from top. And Saksa is still trying to catch up in net worth on the bot lane. iNSaNiA will get some here as well. So just really easy pressure mid. No-Tail might die in the mid lane. Looking dead.
Yeah, he's getting chased here by Boxi. A couple of clicks. And eventually down goes No Tail. They'll lose Topson to the top lane though, but oh, the black hole coming in from Taiga. qojqva gonna be able to just kite them left and right. They get the kill on Seb. Mid one is left all alone. They have the double damage on miCKe. It's gonna be Taiga who cleans up. A disaster for OG.
The
Bottom
efficiency
lane,
of Liquid.
they're gonna go right after Saksa. He just wanted levels, guys. No, it's a double, or sorry, a triple kill for miCKe.
The amount of map control and like efficiency they're getting on the map is insane. Taiga TP'd mid, he summoned his Eidolons, he spawned his Necro, and they destroyed mid while Timber is killing the support that tries to defend it. And in the meantime, I'm like, oh, the tower's dead. Then I look top, boom, black hole. So he puts all of his summons mid. He doesn't even need to be top to participate in that fight. And they're just consistently winning all lanes. This is like the most winning 3 lanes crap I've seen, and maybe all DPC. Because it's not like they just won the laning stage. It's like they are constantly winning 3 lanes, no matter where they go.
Right into Boxi, right into Taiga. miCKe is coming in hot with that 8th Remnant, and Boxi gets himself yet another kill. They are indeed dead. qojqva's
just queued up his eggs.
qojqva has not left his lane, I'm pretty sure. He's just been allowed to do pretty much anything. He did rotate once at one point. But look at these TPs coming out immediately. qojqva, he's so fast with iNSaNiA. Waning Rip coming forward here. Doesn't have the Dream Coil for another 12 seconds. Taiga getting into position, does not have Black Hole, but of course we'll go drop that Midnight Pulse. Does a decent amount of damage. Is now Seb isolated from the rest of his team. qojqva's just dancing around here. He's walking his Alchemist over here, and he's gonna be able to, no, he does get stunned up. One more hit will do the trick, and down goes Seb. It's not looking great for mid one either, as he's just getting blinked away by Saksa over in the corner. They are just getting steamrolled here.
Because Puck is a higher level than Dragonite is right now. That's a 5 position. But this is not good. Even this Blightus.
Down. He did get his Midas off though. You know, efficiency.
Good for him. And then he Midas Razor by dying. Yeah. Okay.
miCKe is on the hunt, and they will not only take down the Tempest double up top, but they'll take down the original copy. And this one, his hand Midas is not on cooldown. Passive Midas feels bad.
I think the strategy is really effectively dismantled this game. Like, I think what was kind of crucial about OG last game was that miCKe as an eggs pickup, really effective, right? But miCKe also is a lane winner,
right?
And that's what was crucial here. Their Ag's potential heroes here are not like crazy lane winners, and they're not as flexible as a miCKe is. So OG just had the better draft for the strategy in game 1. Game 2 heavily punished by Liquid's reaction picks.
Oh dear, Saksa already just gets brought right back in. They'll go to use the exorcism, but they're just not doing much damage over here, as Boxi, of course, can just go Timber chain away. The Ghosts are doing a decent amount, though. Are they finally going to be able to take down Boxi? Yes, they do. Go back in again. qojqva dancing around. No Tail still chasing after Dream Coil, coming up over onto the back line. So they go, they take down mid one. And now No Tail trying to just get as much damage with these ghostly ladies as possible, so he doesn't do it down, but he does fall. And now Steph getting chased behind the tier 2. The GG gets called. OG, they've had enough. As Liquid figures it out, miCKe gets the rampage. And this is, you know, one of the strengths of Liquid, I feel, is that they're very quick on the uptick.
Really, they equalized it out. They made the strat look bad, and that is the weakness of offlane Alc right there. If you